We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. Today we have a beautiful moon and Pleiades alignment, and this is very, very positive energy and is going to help you no matter what your twin flame situation is that you're navigating. So we're going to go into a couple of different ways this might help you. Remember, this is always just a general reading. I'm going to start with the divine feminine side of things. I always say only take what resonates for your specific situation, though. That's why I encourage you to do the one-on-one phone call sessions as often as you need them. I have the readings, I have the coaching, I am an energy healer. I have a ton of healings, activations, and clearings on my website too. So if you need me, just go ahead and book me on sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. So these Pleiadian energies are powerful for, I say, helping, showing you what you need to heal and helping you release whatever it is that might be in the way or blocking you. And there's always going to be many blocks that come up along the way, especially when it comes to relationships and navigating a twin flame situation. So I want to talk a little bit about different dynamics that might be coming up within some of these higher galactic energies. So we have a couple of groups of twin flames. Some of you guys are navigating separation. Separation is always caused by underlying wounds around abandonment and fear of loss. It's like the manifestation of it. And so today's energies are really, really good for helping you to release deeper wounds and blocks that might be coming up, or you might be having come up as you're navigating your own twin flame journey. It just kind of depends too. Now, today is really, really good for heart chakra healing. Now, another thing that can cause separation or, issues within the union is many of you guys that are twin flames may in fact be a starseed. Some of you guys actually hold galactic imprints, we'll say wounds, galactic imprints and even karmic imprints that can get in the way of your union. It can create push-pull dynamics, runner-chaser dynamic, or different things that can kind of loop or come up, as sometimes these are deeper, we'll say call them wounds or patterns that need to be healed. Today's energies are amazing for heart chakra healing too. Now, when we deal with Pleiadian energies, it is all about divine union and ascension and healing. So beautiful energies that we can be tapping into to heal our specific situation. Just kind of depends on what's going on. So I'm going to start with a reading for the divine feminine side of things. Just see what is going on. Divine feminine collective, divine masculine. If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I thought I could detach. Being apart only makes the connection even more intense. I feel it can even get harder the more time that you're apart. And so this is a connection where you obviously may need time apart. I feel twin flame is very high frequency energy, just like source energy. It's very high frequency energy, and it can stir things up to the surface, and everything that you're holding on to. This is like why we learn in this way. This is a powerful spiritual and soul contract that's supposed to help you, but it's also about healing, where some of our other connections, well, they may or may not be, but this is a connection that's meant to heal you. And sometimes it isn't like being around that person, they're going to heal you. It's highlighting and showing you through the nature of this connection what you may need to work on or work through within yourself, or what you still may need to heal within yourself. I came to Earth just to be with you. So like I said, some of you guys are not from here originally, and your twin flame may mirror that. And sometimes you guys have like literally traveled different places together and made sure to be together in this one place here in this lifetime. Soothe your soul with music. Do things to raise your frequency. This will really, really help you to make you feel better. But this is one way that spirit loves to communicate with us, and it's also another way that your twin flame's higher self loves to communicate with you. You could be getting messages from spirit, from source, or your twin flame's higher self. It just kind of depends. So maybe some of you guys know that. Maybe some of you guys are picking up on, like, you turn the radio on and it's like a song that reminds you of your twin flame, or there's something in the lyrics. It sounds like they're literally talking to you, their higher self. Or it could be, you put on a song and it's like literally a little glimpse into your situation or what's going on with your twin flame side. Pay attention, as spirit loves to send you messages in many different ways. Let the good times roll. So basically, the more that you can be in balance and harmony and in love with this person, you're gonna really, really anchor into these very high timelines fast. Now the problem is that a lot of times our relationships can highlight areas that are not love. Some of you guys are dealing with letting go of ego attachment, whether this is unhealthy ways of connecting, the connection in general. You're having to let go of that. And we have the let it go card, which is funny because I'm just saying that. Let go of what no longer serves you. Some of you guys have had to actually let go of this connection so that you could get into a healthier version or higher version of yourself. And that's where your twin flame does too. It just kind of depends on what you are releasing and letting go of. This could be things from your past that you haven't fully healed, that this connection is triggering. This could be areas that you need to heal or become more whole or fulfilled yourself. So time to become more aware, time to really listen to the wisdom of your body. And so a lot of times we're being guided, we're being guided to connect more with our physical body and how things feel. And we're also clearing a lot of energy and purifying ourselves on every level. Sometimes this is obviously energetic, but our physical body is a manifestation of our energy body. So you're releasing things. This could be deeper blocks from the body, things like that. Basically, you're releasing a lot of heart chakra stuff right now. So we deal with Pleiadian energies. It's a lot of healing of the heart chakra, opening of the heart chakra, activating of the heart chakra. Now, you guys are letting go of heart chakra walls right now today, blocks, ways that you've numbed yourself or not feeling things fully, ways that you've learned to detach, disconnect from the body or your situation. Just kind of depends. We have like heart chakra stuff coming up really, really big time. Make sure that you're connecting with your physical body. This is getting physical with the ascension, whether all of the energies you're integrating on a physical level or even things that you're needing to release from the physical body. And so this is also, bringing that down. We talk about embodying that and living this ascension. It's one thing to learn this stuff, it is another to actually embody that. So you're being guided to really tap into the wisdom of twin flame and its teachings and to embody this as a higher spiritual path and as the spiritual path too. So you're noticing it kind of goes hand in hand with the ascension, but it's a path that requires dedication, work, mastery, and it just kind of depends on where you're at on that journey. Be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. And this is the fear. We go through a lot of trauma, more fear, right? And things like that. We go through trauma and negativities, karmic cycles, whatever it is. And I was kind of with myself inventorying. You have been through so much that you might not even notice. Like literally, and I don't want to go into that, but you've just been into a lot and it affects you. And things like that. And so oftentimes fear comes out of that and is what you need to let go of and release. And this could be fear blocks about union and, thoughts that you have, beliefs, things that come to the surface when you're triggered or uncomfortable or whatever it is. You're being guided to really, really ground and anchor this into your physical body and to release fear. It doesn't surprise me because this is like complete physical body healing, root chakra healing. And when we deal with the root chakra, oftentimes we store negative imprints, karmic imprints, or even fear-based imprints there. Some of them might be, when we deal with Pleiadian energy, clearing the bloodline in your family of origin line, things you picked up there, but sometimes it's just from previous experiences and traumas and things that you've been through that have, I don't want to use the word jaded, but I'm going to have kind of jaded you towards love or left you blocked up or closed off or a lot of conditional love. And I see a lot of people in a lot of toxicity when it comes to relationships, because until you've done that self-work, you might not even notice that you've been living in toxicity like that. So I see a lot of people that are comfortable with karmic partners that are not good for you so that you don't have to do the work and level up, because you know that you have to actually like really step up and do that work, and you're comfortable there and they reflect your karmic past or your negative traits or where you're comfortable. So we see a lot of that. I see a lot of unhealthy in how people look for partners anyways, and we shouldn't be looking anyway, right? They should find you, but with what they look for and not the right things, like looking at like, whatever it is. And so we see a lot of this needs to go. from your love life, whatever it is that you've been through in the past, you've had to learn certain karmic lessons that were karmic in nature, that were showing you like ways you were not honoring yourself, taking care of yourself, looking to another to fill your energetic or material needs or whatever it is, clearing all of this stuff. And you have been from your love life, so you could actually get to this union and your awakening and ascension, of course, all rolled into one. But a lot of this has brought you to this space of twin flame, and a lot of people are like, they meet this person and they're like, oh, this is it, and then this is where the real work comes up. So everything in your life has prepared you for this. You're on a fast track. If you're on the twin flame journey with your ascension, it can be very, very powerful in helping you to heal and clear things and cleanse your energy very, very fast. But it also can feel intense, challenging, and hard, obviously, too. Okay, you are enough. Let go of expectations. I love it. A lot of times we get the ego is expectations. It's wanting it to go a certain way. I see so many people that will get stuck on the twin flame journey. It needs to go like this. They need to do this. Like, okay, they need to come take me here or do this. And it's like, that person has no idea. It's not funny, right? Okay, the ego loves to make up all these narratives, expectations, how things should go. And it's like, sometimes this person might be a little different than you expected. A lot of times you didn't see them coming, or you did, and it didn't go the way you thought, because it's here to shake you to your core and help you to actually heal and work through your issues. Karmic connections, when you try to work on your issues, that person will stop you, literally come against your ascension, right? That's what they're there for. And the twin flame is the opposite. You're being guided to work on yourself, usually sometimes solo or within the union. And this is a little different than what you've been programmed when it comes to connections and relationships. And don't let time fool you. Some people, can work out in 6 months a karmic lesson that some people take 30 years to work through, right? And so it doesn't matter, like when it comes to karmic connections. So we see that everything karmic is crumbling. It has an expiration date, and a lot of people are going through a lot of changes within themselves energetically and within their relationships. Twin flame is nothing like the karmic connections of your past. It's actually meant to help you to take back your power and empower yourself. So when you're trying to hand over your power to your divine masculine, they don't want it. They're not taking it. This is different. You have to approach this with love, or it's not happening. Right? All these expectations, conditions, it doesn't work with the divine masculine. You guys will figure that out. So we do have some type of block here. I keep on kind of going into that because it's what I like to help you guys with. So there's some type of block here, and there could be blaming your person or the situation. Some of you guys have had the same wounds and triggers for a really long time, and you keep playing them out with different people, and you'll blame that person for setting them off, but they're triggers that you need to own. So you're needing to take ownership of this. Could be wounds, triggers that are coming up, your own healing, and things like that too. And I think that the divine feminine, unconsciously not trying to, projects a lot at the divine masculine and doesn't realizing it. When those projections stop, you'll notice everything opens up. And so it's like taking ownership. If you are navigating separation or have had to navigate separation, it's so that you can have that time to really sit with yourself and face yourself. I always talk about too. So there's some type of block in your union. This could be not fully in union, slow to come in union, or even separation energies, or within your union, just not fully, we'll say, where it could be or where it should be. It could indicate issues coming up still, or negative energies at play that you're dealing with. It could be things you're clearing, or just circumstances. It just kind of depends, because we have this Wheel of Fortune and we have a block here too. There's something blocking your destiny. And when we talk about your destiny, this is your path forward, your path moving forward. It's one of my favorite cards too. So we have some blocks there. There's a block in the union. Some of you guys are in union and there's a block. This could be fear and worry, by the way. That's what was coming up in this reading. So it could be internal fears, and those are the shadows that you need to face, by the way. Negative beliefs, fears, especially if you're seeing this situation in that light or in that way. And then there's a block with your path moving forward in your destiny, and that's always karma. Always. Well, it could be other things, but it's generally karma gets in the way. It sets you back. It can stick you in a cycle. You might feel, some of you guys keep complaining about external forces working against you. This could be other people, situations. It's not ideal. Karmics, friends, family, whatever it is. And it's setting things back and delaying it. But I always remind you, because I am a remote viewer, when I view the big picture of things, I tap in obviously to your timelines in life. And when I see, and I work with a lot of people, so I see a lot of similar patterns when it comes to some of the stuff people may be navigating or dealing with. I always remind you, it's always the universe past everyone and everything going on around you too, so the universe can use everyone in the way that it sees fit. And so if you feel stuck, blocked, setbacks, delay, it's always more work to be done, because when you're ready, the universe will green light it and move the same people to help you in some type of way. So there is some type of block here where you're not fully in your power or your potential. You're not fully in alignment with your destiny. And this, because remember that spiritual union card is one of the best of the deck, but there's something affecting your union. There's something in the way, and you might even feel like that, like things coming up. It depends on how this is presenting to you. So when I talk about your destiny is twin flame union, whether people are with that, and over the next couple of years, a lot of people are going to be meeting and coming together with their twin flame as part of their awakening and their ascension. So this is something destined for you to come together with this person. However, it's up, I always remind you, it's up to you how things go. And I remind people that you have to do the work here, like whether that's in your everyday life or your union, to make things happen. It's always up to you. So there's some type of block here that is in the way of your union. You could be in union and it's just something like the elephant in the room, or you're not fully in alignment vibrationally, or something is off, something's in the middle and in the way, situations you're moving through, tests, delays, I don't know. There's something there, okay? And you would best know. Now, I always remind you guys that that's why I do the energy healing, because clearing blocks is crucial on the twin flame journey. So if you feel you're going through an external situation in the way, or something that you're feeling, you know, doing that energy work is so key. It's why I show up and I'm like, hi, right? If you guys need healing, got it on my website. Doing those healing sessions will help you, especially since, and I was thinking this morning, a lot of times we are not consciously aware of some of the blocks and things going on. I know we like to feel it or think it all, but sometimes there are things going on in our energy that can get in the way of what we're trying to attract or what we're trying to manifest. It just kind of depends. So, you know, anytime that you're needing a shift, you're needing a positive boost of energy, you're needing some healing. It's like, I was saying that it's like the antidote against the planet, by the way. Everyone's like, there's so much negativity. I know, that's why I have made this healing temple already. But if you're needing it, if you're just needing a shift, you're needing a boost of energy, you're feeling tired, you're feeling blocked, get at me. You guys know where to find me. I just put it out there. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups, and this is also, and I brought the family healing stuff today too, but this is indicating like family healing. You're walking away from negativity, maybe a little too much. Like I was talking about softening your boundaries. We're in Cancer season, showing you how you might need to soften your boundaries and let love in. And I know, stay out of the fear. It's like everything in this reading. So something from your past is coming up, and you're fed up, probably with your twin flame. This is twin flame reading. Some of you guys are sick of it, fed up. It might be sabotaging yourself, couldn't follow it through. It might be highlighting insecurity, self-esteem issues, like solar plexus stuff. It might be highlighting inner child trauma, past relationship wounds, insecurity, low self-esteem, just kind of depends, and stuff like that. Your twin flame never means to make you feel like that. Usually it's their own stuff and it makes you feel that way. Divine Feminine, you are more than good enough, but you keep working on improving yourself. That's the way we do here on Earth, right? You want to, trust me, you don't want to be stuck in the same spot in a year. You want to be doing better for yourself. So just continue to work on your energy. Solar plexus work, you might be a little gunked up from going through all of the ascension upgrades, all of the trauma you're processing, all of the family healing you're doing, and all of the relationship trauma all rolled into one, okay? That you're trying to process or reprocess. So we've been through it in the past, obviously, and you're having to process that, sometimes even many times. It just kind of depends. Now, we probably wouldn't, but life has a fun way of bringing it up. Like, right? Okay, I know. So you're going through a lot of healing, whether wanted or unwanted, obviously, on the planet during this time. This is going to benefit you. You are an empath. You're psychically sensitive from this reading, but you're needing to stay out of fear. I don't know why. And I mean relationship fear. It might be like bringing up old hidden insecurities or fears you're needing to just work through. So grounding, root chakra work, and healing that root chakra. Let's do the Divine Masculine side of things. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. You are my past and my future. And I love this because you meet people in divine timing, and you've laid out certain encounters in your life, and twin flame might be the most important encounter that you have if you didn't notice. And this is a divine connection. So, it's not, karma is always attracted based on karmic debt that you owed out. So you probably, I hate to say it, you might have done something unknowingly to someone else in your relationship, and you've attracted a karmic partner to play it back to you, as I call it. And so they usually are out of wounding, not wanting to be alone, not being healed, looking at them to fill something, or even karmic childhood wounds that attract them in. So as you are healing yourself, you will no longer attract karmic matches, opening up the way for the union, whether you have not met this person or you've met this person or you're in union yourself, okay? I feel the same emotions as you all of the time. You guys literally share an energy field and you share the same emotions. And so I see a lot of people get stuck in toxic purge cycles within sometimes the twin flame. And I always remind you guys that generally when it comes to the divine masculine side, if they are avoiding, not around, not feeling like communicating, because you can't push them, it's because they probably don't feel great, by the way. And sometimes that you can really look at your own energy as that mirror to tell what's going on with them too, because they're processing all of the same stuff as you on the energy level and emotionally as you too. And so the more clear you are, the more high vibe you are, they're going to come in if they're not around. It just kind of depends. So it's all about energy alignment. And that's how everything is in life. Anyways, this is a connection that's meant to help you to get into or shift into a higher energy resonance and alignment. It's helping you to get into alignment or get back in alignment depending on where you're at with it too. So energy alignment is so, so powerful for this connection. Embrace the new. I love this because it's like a porthole card too. And beautiful cards. We're doing that Pleiadian porthole or that Pleiadian gateway, which is very, very powerful for connecting with your twin flame today. And things like that. You're going to feel them. If you're not together, you're going to be feeling them, thinking about them, dreaming them. They're going to be on your mind. In union, you're probably going to be feeling a pull to just hang around them, just to be around them, and it's going to light you up and make you happy. We have the earth element. Make sure that you're connecting and grounding with also your root chakra. We have a lot of stuff coming up on the root chakra level, especially as these Pleiadian energies help us to clear out lower distortions energetically and karmic imprints, old wounds, whatever it is you're holding on to on the root chakra level. And we have a lot of healing ways you might feel lack or not good enough within the masculine. Some masculines are in a cycle of feeling not good enough and having to work on themselves more or work towards this union, something they're working on healing. Go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Inner child healing is so, so important. Helps us stay young, feel better, and not to recreate out of the wounding, right? So until we resolve our inner child issues, we tend to recreate out of that wounded inner child template. And so we're being guided to really heal your inner child. So we have this also, make sure that you're speaking to healing your inner child or making space. It's actually not some monster or demon inside of you that rears up when you're upset or triggered or not getting your needs met. That's actually inner child coming up. It's not some monster like you think. And when you see these tantrums, explosions, repressed emotions, blow-ups, it's inner child, by the way. So until you heal your inner child, it tends to come out at awkward moments and can even sabotage some of your connections. Just kind of depends in what way. So inner child is so, so important so that we can have healthier adult connections. Reprogram your soul. Time to release, raise, and reclaim. Make sure that you're really connecting with your soul and spiritually healing yourself right now. Merkaba activation. Make sure you're grounding, shielding, and protecting your energy. There's a lot of beautiful energies in the air. We want to connect with these Pleiadian energies, but I've been posting a lot today about letting go of what no longer resonates with you, because you're probably going to have to on an energy level. When you continue to connect with lower frequencies, it might make you not feel good. It's a lot for you to process as you're making that ascension into the 5D. And this is what Twin Flame helps you to do, to ascend into the 5D. Union happens on 5D timeline. So it's like everything guiding you, encouraging you, motivating you, hopefully, to really, really make that ascension into your 5D self, or that higher version of yourself, which requires letting go of lower frequencies. These could be friends, family connections that are just not good for you on some type of level. And I mean energetically. So you might be a little bit more sensitive right now to different frequencies, or especially any frequencies that might be hindering or getting in the way of your union, which we see more in separation. I always say when you're in union, you're going to notice there's all that stuff isn't around, but oftentimes when you guys are in separation phases, you're faced with more people coming out of the woodwork to throw off your union, in the way, external situations, third parties, family, friends, whatever it is. You're being guided to do the highest level of clearing work that you've ever done in your life during this time, and to clear out anything blocking this union or in the way. It just kind of depends. So we have new beginning. Some of you guys are really tapping into, through this twin flame energy, a lot of abundance, manifestation, manifesting your dream life. But we have some type of block here for the divine masculine, where some of you guys are dealing with inner insecurity, jealousy, childhood issues. Some of you guys are like seeking external validation and attention from other karmics. Or just some type of block here. It just kind of depends on what. So when we deal with this, usually it's like really, really good communication. It's romance. It's a very beautiful card. But this could be also inner jealousy and insecurity that's affecting things. So ego attachment for you as well too. This might be shaking up your ego or triggering you in some type of way. If you have relationship patterns that are not healthy and are rooted out of jealousy and things like that, this is also fear of loss. And so we have that. This can contribute to separation or not being mature enough within this connection. So there's some type of block here, and we're going to go a little deeper into that about what this is. So we have the 7 of Wands, and this is like some of you guys, and this is ego again. Some of you guys are experiencing exhaustion, burnt out, losing control, and just needing to surrender to the situation. Surrender is an important phase of the twin flame journey. It's literally to sit your ego down. It's like to sit your ego aside for this union, okay? Some of you guys have been trying to really control this person, this connection, and you're really, really feeling that you're feeling out of control, or that you've lost control with this connection, which you're meant to. And you might feel really, really exhausted, especially if you guys are in separation or chaser cycles. You know, you literally, it will lead to burnout and exhaustion because you're putting too much focus. Even in union, if you're putting too much focus on this connection and this person and not enough on your mission, what you're supposed to be doing, your own stuff, it will lead to exhaustion and burnt out. Twin flame is intense energy, which comes with intense upgrades. So sometimes you guys are feeling that on the physical energy, where you're feeling, I always talk about exhausted, burnt out. You could sleep like 100 days in a row and you're still feeling it. And so it has nothing to do with being tired like you think, right? It's like you're tired of the old and that your soul is trying to move you towards the new. So sometimes when we're feeling tired, it's because we're getting kind of stuck in these cycles that are no longer serving us. And we're learning that when we're navigating these 5D energies, we have to learn to navigate them in a different type of way. like the old routine for the 3D is no longer working as we're unplugging from the matrix and really plugging into these unions and trying to navigate a different way. And so oftentimes twin flame is here to help you to break out of the matrix, to help you out of old programming, and to show you new ways of doing things. And so I feel this is why also sometimes when you guys are doing separation, it's because you need that time to put into yourself and to rest at that time. And so there might be spaces where you're apart or you're together, obviously, within this connection. But when you've really, really gotten into this higher frequency and alignment, you will be in union. So it's all about kind of this balancing act of it too. This can, if you are tired, this can indicate energy imbalances and having a hard time integrating the higher frequencies and things like that too. I really feel that about ascension symptoms, tired, having a hard time in the highers, or emotionally unbalanced and things like that too. So obviously all of that kind of indicates needing to do some type of energy healing work and things like that. Your twin flame is here to help you to do that work too, and to motivate you to really, really focus on yourself a little bit more and heal. By the way, when you're focusing all your focus on this person, they will run. they will bolt. They will not be around. But when you focus all of your energy on yourself, they're magnetized to you and they'll be around a lot more too. So we kind of have a distorted view when it comes to relationships. A lot of you guys with the karmics have like given it your all, ended up drained, depleted with nothing, or whatever it is, short end of the stick. But when you're doing it the right way and you're really, really pouring into yourself and then finding a healthier balance in your connection, you're going to notice that you have a healthier relationship too with this person, and it's not so intense for them, or emotional overwhelm and things like that too. So, you know, this can indicate just needing to recharge your energy, or just to fill your cup, Divine Masculine. Have lots of healings, obviously, on my site if you're needing to do that. Have a beautiful day. If you guys are needing me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com.